The Singularity Project, our mission. The singularity refers to the theoretical moment in time when artificial intelligence and other technological advances exceed the human ability to comprehend them, and the pace of change becomes so rapid and complex that previous models of reality break down. This will constitute a fundamentally new phase of evolution for humanity and the planet. The Singularity Project embraces and calls forward humanity's next evolution through leading thought that illuminates and novel narratives that inspire. Science, story, and spirit meet and integrate in the Singularity Project to generate a vision of a better tomorrow for planet Earth and all its inhabitants. Vincent is the director and lead author of the Singularity Project. Interested parties are invited to apply to become volunteer research associates to contribute to the work of the project. The Singularity Project works in three principal domains: science and philosophy, economics, story, science and philosophy. As we enter the next phase of human evolution, the old modes of scientific and philosophical inquiry that served us well during the passing age are in crisis. New ways of thinking about our future are urgently needed. The Singularity Project is leading the way with groundbreaking ideas about where we have come from, who we are, and where we are going as a species. In the transition to the age of generalized intelligence, many will feel disrupted, displaced, and uncertain about the new reality and their role in it. To minimize the pain and foster confidence in the emergent world, a comprehensive general theory of intelligence is urgently needed. Currently, no such theory exists. We can't hope to successfully navigate these strange and uncharted waters unless we have a deep understanding of the nature of intelligence on a first principles basis. Simply stated, intelligence is the reduction of informational entropy in a given domain. If we get that, we can begin to conceptualize and contextualize the intelligence of all systems, both biological and technological. And we will be able to reframe our understanding of artificial intelligence as a system that includes both biological intelligence, BI, and technological intelligence, TI, as an integral, global system of intelligence. Towards that end, the Singularity Project is currently authoring papers and articles that comprise the basis for a forthcoming book. Intelligent Systems, Towards a General Theory of Intelligence. In addition to a general theory of intelligence, this moment in history requires a novel approach to scientific and philosophical inquiry. The 500-year tradition of scientific empiricism needs to be augmented by scientific holism, an expanded perspective of the universe that understands phenomena as part of an integral, complex, adaptive, and emergent holism utilizing a nonlinear and non-hierarchical epistemology. Another key aspect of the new way of thinking and doing is the reintegration of the areas of philosophy and mind that have typically fallen under the heading of spirituality into an inclusive framework which recognizes all aspects of experience and inquiry into the nature of things. The holism is one reality, but there are many ways to see and interact with it. Economics. Since 2008, Vincent has published the Bull-Bear Market Report at www.thebullbear.com to private subscribers. Now BBMR will be integrated into the Singularity Project. For some years now, it has been Stephen's analysis that we have already entered a post-capitalist economic regime. The predominance of debt monetarism means that, functionally, capital no longer drives the national and global economies. Current economic activity is primarily driven by future value brought forward into the present through debt. Debt does not represent current value. It represents the potential for future value. Since capital is value generated from the transformation of diverse inputs into a functional increase in new use value, the system can no longer be considered capitalist. Debt monetarism is, however, merely a transitional stage. It is a massive bet on the future. It is a gamble that we will be able to borrow from the future to bootstrap the exponential growth of current value generation. Will this wager pay out? If artificial intelligence and its associated technologies is successful, then a fundamentally new economics based on intelligence will be born. There are strong reasons to think that this is, in fact, in its nascent stages now. The economic flywheel of data information intelligence will spin, exponentially increasing the generation of new economic value and producing a fundamental transformation of society and the world. If, on the other hand, the AI technological revolution is somehow aborted, then the global economy will collapse under the weight of the unsustainable debt burden and the promised future will not be realized. A descent into war, chaos, and darkness is a real possibility in that scenario. So economically, humanity is at a very real crossroads. We can progress into a bright, new future based on intelligence economics, or we can cling to past models that have already exhausted themselves and risk falling into a new dark age. One of the deciding factors is the extent to which we can conceptualize this reality and the choices that it poses. This includes the ability to understand the nature of economics in terms of the general principle of entropy, as well as the rigorous description of the principles of intelligence economics. Going forward, the Singularity Project will serve the economic future of humanity by continuing to regularly issue analysis on financial market and economic conditions to orient investors and traders, analyze labor market conditions in relationship to the technological revolution and propose strategies for a successful transition to a fully AI-driven economy, including public and private policies for universal basic income and other support mechanisms. Develop the fundamental theory of entropy economics so that the future of economic development can be properly contextualized. Develop the fundamental theoretical and operational principles of intelligence economics to guide and shape the new emergent economy. Through a mix of public and subscriber-only content, we will help our readers to prosper and prepare for the dramatic changes that are in progress. And we will be at the forefront of forging the new modes of thinking required to understand and cope with the new economic reality as it develops. Story. The stories we tell about the future have a significant impact on the reality that we manifest. This is true for individuals, societies, and the world as a whole. We need to pay attention to the narrative that we are telling ourselves about the future of humanity, because it really matters. The Singularity Project began as a series of sci-fi stories and screenplays exploring the near and far future implications of artificial intelligence and the trajectory to singularity. It was inspired by a desire to create a vision that included both the real challenges we face as a species as well as the wonderful opportunities that lay ahead for us. The Singularity universe of media aspires to be the natural successor to the great science fiction franchises of the last millennium. The time has come, now at the very real birth of a new world, for a reimagining and reinvigoration of our narratives surrounding technology, humanity, intelligence, being, identity, and, of course, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. As a new media organ, the Singularity Project leverages all of the emergent technologies and explores new forms of storytelling. The legacy of human tale-telling is vast and wonderful, but as we enter the next phase of evolution, the form, style, and content of our stories must continuously adapt. As creators, we can choose to engage in authentic and constructive stories about the truth of our world and the times we live. We can share imaginative yet meaningful visions that inspire humanity to a more just, compassionate world. And we can accomplish this while both entertaining as well as engaging on multiple levels. It can move our hearts and souls as well as stimulate and nurture our minds. Join us. The Singularity Project works to help people understand these aspects of the emergent reality, to find their connection to it and their personal contribution into it through the empowerment of transformative personal growth and infinite adaptability. If this mission resonates with you, please join our site. As we develop, opportunities to participate proactively in the fulfillment of our mission will be created. You can also sign up for the email list and receive updates as new posts and videos are produced. Visit our website, www.thesingularityproject.ai. Follow us on X/Twitter, x.com/01singularity01. Also follow on Medium, medium.com/@thesingularityproject,